Good morning, legends. It is, it's very early on Sunday morning. Hannah had a shocker of a night last night. Jack was up maybe every hour. So I've grabbed the little man and I'm going to take him down for a coffee. He's chilling. He's just chilling. Just down over there. You gonna say hello? You gonna say hello to the Mavens? You're a little chiller. Hello, Mavens. I swear this chest mount chest thing is the best thing, or one of the best things we've ever bought for the baby. It's just so easy. Like, you can just have him dangling, drink your coffee. What do you reckon, little man? Froth's on it. Let's do this. So the forecast in Melbourne this morning was for rain all morning. It is absolutely perfect blue skies. It's a little bit cold, a little bit on the chilly side. I'm going to have this hot chocolate. I'm not drinking coffee at the moment. And then give Hannah a couple of hours sleep. And then I'm getting out there and I'm going to ride the bike and leave the little man at home. What do you reckon? I've finished breakfast with Jack. It is a absolutely cracking day here in Melbourne. And I thought, you know what? I'm mad if I don't get out on the bike. So let's go for a roll. I'm actually going to try and do a big one while the sun's out. So I'm going out to the Dandenongs, but it's expected to rain and the cloud cover is coming in. I can see it over there. So let's see how we go. So through there is the Dandenongs, and it's taken 44 minutes to get here. So the only problem getting out to the Dandenongs or any decent climbs in Melbourne, Melbourne's great for cycling, but if you want to do hills, it's quite a long ride to get out here. You can see I'm up to 46 minutes now. It's probably all up about an hour to get to the Dandenongs. So it's okay. A bit of training before you climb the hills, a bit of a warm-up, but if you go in the middle of the day, the traffic's quite heavy as well, which is what I'm doing right now. It's about 11 AM. This is a nice path though. Once you get like 3/4 out there, there's a really nice path that you can take all the way up to the Dandenongs. If you want to check it out, I'll link this activity on Strava in the description below. It's taken me an hour and 5 minutes to ride out here. So I'm riding up Devil's Elbow now. And this is probably the hardest climb out of all the Dandenongs. All right, so when we look at the short version of Devil's Elbow, for me, the fastest ever time was by 7:31. You can see my fastest time's 12:17. I'm no climber. But if we look at my results on Strava, the fastest I ever rode up there was around the 2015 mark, 12 minutes 17. So yeah, this particular ride I did in 3 minutes slower. So I've got a long way to go to get fit. All right, I'm almost at the top of the climb. Mate, that is so hard. It's a lot harder than what I remember, put it that way. Good, mate, how are you? So that was the Devil's Elbow. It's probably the most challenging climb out of all of the climbs on the mountain, on the hill at the Dandenongs. But there is probably some other tougher climbs, but I'm not aware of them. You'd have to be sort of a local and know some back streets. But this is of all the popular climbs, the Devil's Elbow is probably the hardest. Now I've turned right. I'm heading down the back of the mountain, and I'm going to do the wall, which is up there. It's pretty tough, and then I'm going to meet Hannah for some coffee and whatnot, or a hot chocolate. The beautiful thing about this stretch that I'm doing now is it just goes through the most beautiful forest, and it's an outstanding winding downhill section. So let's capture it on GoPro. Let's do this. So at the base of the wall, this actually is a wall. It sort of goes easy for the first bit, and then it steps up really steep through the midsection, and then as you get towards the top it sort of plateaus off a little bit and it's not so hard. But yeah, with all the excess weight I'm carrying at the moment, it's certainly not easy getting up these hills. So but it's the best thing for me. So let's do this. Let's do this. Hannah's meeting me at the top for lunch, so that's all I can think about. So if we look at the wall complete, my fastest ever time down here is 20 minutes and 31 seconds. You can see Brennan Canty from Education First has done it in 12:54, so significantly faster. If we look at my best results, you can see on the 3rd of April 2015, don't mind Jack in the background there, he's just making some noise, but I've obviously done it in 20:31, and this particular ride I did at 28:30, so much, 8 minutes slower. So got a long way to go, but I'll get there. Alright, I made it to the top. Hanny has, it was actually good timing because Hanny's rocked up as well. So, and the little man is fast asleep, which sucks because we're going to have to get him out. But we're going to go have some lunch. It's actually quite chilly at the top of the Dandenongs. It always is a few degrees cooler. But yeah, we're going to go find somewhere warm.
I've been following you since you came to, like, you used to work in Shep and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to live in Shep, so now I'm back in Melbourne and stuff.
Okay.
Mate.
You miss Shep?
Not really.
Not really? They're good riding in Shep though, isn't it?
It's pancake flat. There's too many cars in Melbourne nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother.
I was up in Bairnsdale for a little bit working as well. I noticed you were there as well.
Yeah, cool. You're about to lose $5 out of your back pocket. Look at this. Look at this. I'm saving him $5 here.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. Yeah. How many Ks you done?
I've done more Zwift kilometres than real kilometres, but
yeah.
I've got this showing this guy over here the road. So.
New rider?
Yeah. New rider.
Oh yeah? You loving it?
Yeah, it's good.
Mate, he's brought you out to the hard spot. Dandenongs.
We'll take him up the wall, we'll take him up the...
Mate, you're a shit, mate. You are a shit. All right, boys, have a good day.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Enjoy. Absolute little cutie. You're the cutest little thing I've ever seen. You know that?
He's camera shy.
Is he? Hey, keep the noise down. It is so arctic up here at the top of the mountain that I've got Jack's blanket wrapped around me. My feet are frozen. I can't even feel them. So it's going to be very difficult for me to not get in the car when Hannah heads back down the mountain. Alright, I've had a pie, a pasty, a scone, peas and gravy. It is pretty cold outside and it's miserable looking, and I'm very tempted to get in the car and go home with Hannah, but I'm going to ride home. I want to get in the car. Do you want me to ride home or get in the car? Yeah, okay, I'll ride home. Alright, so I'm at the top of Sassafras now, just about to go down the 1 and 20. Hannah bought out my proper gloves, which is just dreamy because it's Arctic out here. So I'm going to shoot down the 1 and 20, I'm going to get some GoPro footage, and then I'm actually going to ride home. I'm proud of myself for getting back on the bike and riding home. The desire to get in the car was so great, and I think you guys will be proud of me too. Alright, I've hit the bottom of the 1 and 20. I'm on the footpath now, but it is a lot warmer down here, so I'm stripping down. I've taken the gloves off, and Yeah, it's warm. All this little trail here is a beautiful little ride, and you can take it for a fair way back, but eventually you have to get back on the road, which is unfortunate. The rain is coming in. I can see it in the distance, so hopefully I don't get wet, and I don't have a front light, so hopefully it doesn't get dark. Mate, seriously, having a pie and a pasty and mid-ride, not the smartest thing I've ever done in my life, but I am stoked that I rode home 90 kilometers in the bank, so I'm pretty pumped. It's the longest ride I've done for a long time, and now I'm going to lie on the couch.